Back to a new trading week. Today is January the 18th on a Sunday, and right now we are looking at gold. So let's head to the weekly time frame. So as we can see here, on previous week on gold, we actually closed pretty bullish, right? And let's and on this current candle, we can see how the opening so far is pushing up right now. So overall, we're still overall bullish, working our way up to 5,000 so far. So let's go to the daily time frame. And as you can see on a daily time frame, right, so we can see how last week, after that one huge move up, we was in a choppy range. On the opening so far, we have made a huge push up. But I would be cautious because we are again towards overbought territory. But so far, we are bullish, right? Let's go to the 4 hour. As we can see here on the opening, we was on this range right here, and we can see how we getting back to overbought. Still bullish, but like I said, I would be cautious. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I say I would be cautious right now, especially with gold, especially at all-time highs, buy close being overbought. I wouldn't just buy in right here. At least on the opening, we want to see how this fork gonna close first. At least how today's gonna be overall. So the reason why I say you're gonna be careful with gold because gold could make some potential retracement is because if we go to yields, right? On yields, we actually did something that I did not expect to happen, right? Well, I did expect it at some point. I was waiting to see what it was going to do. But as you can see, on the previous week on yields, we actually closed bullish, right? And we closed above this range right here. So you can see here, if we line this up right here, just focus on the structure, we can see how price came down, making this swing low. Retraced back up towards resistance, come back down, making a lower low, but then we came back up, making a fail low, and they made a clear breaking structure, retest, and broke up even higher, right? So these are clear signs showing that yields are in a bullish momentum. And if you've been watching my videos, right, like I've been telling y'all, once yields break out of this range, right, that's not going to be good for gold. Because why? Because when yields are in an up momentum, then that means gold is going to be going down. If yields is going down, it means gold is going up. So right now, yields is pushing up, and we have a nice strong momentum, right? And we actually broke out a small little range. So that means we could potentially be seeing yields push up into here. And if it does continue to remain strong, then we know gold could be potentially going down, which means we should be seeing gold slow down at some point. And then another reason, look at DXY. DXY is also let's go to the weekly. We can see here on DXY, right, that we closed bullish as well on the previous week. Like I told y'all, we're in a transition phase on the US dollar, right? But we can see how price is slowly pushing up. Once it breaks above here, this will be a clear, strong momentum that I know that US dollar is in a strong actual uptrend, right? But right now we still cutting the transition phase, but we do got a nice little up momentum on the lower time frame, like the daily. So we can see here that price so far is in a nice uptrend, right? We can see that price broke above here, constantly making retests, making higher highs. Right now we on this current support level, right? Let's go to the 4 hour. But as you can see, as you can see here, we're kind of right around this range right here on the 4 hour. So this is what I would say with the US dollar, right? It doesn't matter how much it retraces or how many noise it makes, right? Alone it don't break back below here, then we're good, right? But if DXY end up breaking below here, then that's not good, right? But the fact that we've been making higher highs, we're above here, we're around buy territory for prices still to push back up. As long as DXY continues to show up momentum, so you have yields pushing up, and we have DXY as well. That is um pushing up, right? So all those are signs that gold. I'm not gonna say gold could be dropping, but it could slow down gold, or either gold can start slowing, not just slowing down, but starts slowing down and transitioning to go down, right? So that's why I say kind of want to be careful with gold going to this week unless something changed with US dollar or the yields. In the meantime, I would definitely be cautious because this little quick up momentum could be a little quick fake out. Doesn't mean we're not overall bullish on gold. We're still overall bullish. We have to just might want to wait and be cautious and see what really want to do, especially on the opening of this new week. And then let's look at USD Japan, see what that's doing. So we can see here USD Japan is retracing down, but overall, and you can see here that we had the previous week, we had a nice rejection right here on the previous week. So definitely want to be cautious as we look at this, because anything can happen, especially with having these type of rejections. Usually come into a resistance and having these kind of rejection here, then yeah, price can potentially push down toward these low. But I'm not surprised, because we look at it from a quarterly standpoint, right? Last quarter we did close bullish, right? So which means we could be seeing price push down into one of these levels before it decide to go back up higher. So I'm not surprised that it's doing this right here. But if the US dollar continue to remain strong, then this can really just go back up. To be honest, it really just depends on how we do throughout on the 4 hour and each day. So right now we're still overall bullish right now until it really break. At least I would say it needs to at least break below here. Cause right now we like in a transit, we still kind of come to this support area, so we can still come down to here and push up back higher, especially with US dollar still showing us strength in price. So it really just depends. So right now this is our 60% zone right here. So we don't want to see, if we are to remain bullish, right? We really don't want to see price push below here. But I wouldn't be surprised, because like I said, usually when you have a nice candle like this that close like this, then we could be targeting lows like this, which means we could be pushing deeper into these areas. So it really depends on how we react off of this. But other than that, just kind of on the fence right now in this first couple hours, at least the next 8 hours, kind of see how we're going to do. Or might just kind of wait out Monday and see how we do on Monday, which can dictate on how we should do on Tuesday. So make sure you follow for more, breakdowns like this. And also you have a pair, drop in the comments below, and I'll be glad to break down your pair for you. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.